Welcome back to my channel, Ladysurvival here. Today I'm going to be doing another noob-friendly mount run guide thing, this time for Zul'Gurub for a chance at the armored Razzashi Raptor and the swift Zulian Panther. I have now got both of these just during the event. I didn't film me getting them, other than the swift Zulian Panther I did get on that do my mount run route with me thing. But for the month of July, while the mount event is still going on, I want to try to knock out as many noob-friendly mount guides as I can. I've been kind of busy for these first 2 weeks of July, but now I think that I should be able to kind of sit down and try to get as many guides out there as I can for you guys in case there's anyone who wants to try to run some more mount stuff and doesn't really know how. I've got a lot of guides on my channel already. It's all in a playlist of noob-friendly mount guides, but I'll try to do as many more as I can because one day I would love to have a guide on every single dungeon and raid mount in the game and world bosses, that kind of stuff. So that is what we are going to do today, and we're just gonna get right into it. So these are the two mounts that we can get. We've got the armored Razzashi Raptor and the swift Zulian Panther. So this is from the dungeon, which is a heroic-only dungeon, and it is located in Eastern Kingdoms, all the way over in Stranglethorn Vale. Just right over here, we have Zul'Gurub. So I'm going to show you how to get there as a Horde character, but for Alliance, I would assume that you're starting in Stormwind, so you can just literally fly from Elwyn to Stranglethorn, pretty quick flight. For the Horde, there is two ways that you could get there. I'll show you both of them. The first one being this spot right here is the Zeppelin to Stranglethorn Vale. So the Zeppelin comes every couple of minutes. So you could just wait right here for the Zeppelin and then you would arrive there and you could fly over. Or alternatively, you could come through to this portal to the ruins of Lordaeron / the Undercity, but this will only be depending on where you're at with Zadormi and being able to switch the timelines and everything. On this character, because I've done the Shadowlands Return to Lordaeron stuff, I am right here in the ruins of Lordaeron, and immediately I can go through to this portal to Stranglethorn Vale. But if you haven't done that, instead, you actually wouldn't spawn in the ruins of Lordaeron. You would actually spawn in over here by Zadormi, and then this would again depend on if you have done the intro to Battle for Azeroth. So if you haven't done that and you can't talk to her, you would just want to use the Zeppelin. But if you are able to get her to switch it to, let me just switch it again here. It takes 2 times to switch it. So I've got it switched to the old version of Tirisfal Glades, and then this makes it to where the portals are out here on the Brill Zeppelin towers. So it just depends on if you've done the Shadowland stuff. If you have, it'll be over in the ruins of Lordaeron, and if you haven't done the Shadowland stuff but have done the BFA stuff, the portal to Stranglethorn Vale will be here. So just the portal to Stranglethorn Vale is a lot quicker than waiting for the Zeppelin. So if you do have the Undercity Tirisfal Glade stuff done, you can do that. If not, just wait for the Zeppelin. So now that we are here, we are able to fly over to Zul'Gurub. Now, this was originally a raid back in Classic, but then in Cataclysm, they changed it to a heroic-only dungeon, if my memory serves correctly. I was pretty young. When I first started playing WoW, I was 9 years old. So yeah, by the time Cataclysm came out, I didn't really remember much of what ZG used to be, other than when they came back out with Classic WoW in 2019. I was definitely doing ZG stuff then. But anyways, once we are here at the entrance, what we're going to want to do is change our dungeon difficulty to heroic. This dungeon is only heroic, so it actually won't even let you go in unless you set it to heroic. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and run inside. So for this dungeon, we can actually just go straight to the 2 bosses that we need. You could do them in any order you like, but I like to come over to the Bloodlord boss for a chance at the Raptor, and then I come and run over to the High Priestess for a chance at the Zulian Panther. But you could do them in whatever order you like. But what's really nice is that this is one of those dungeons where you don't have to kill anything else unless you wanted to for transmog purposes, but you can just go to exactly where you need to go. So we're just going to run across this bridge here, and I just ignore all of the mobs and just kind of run through everything. You can just kind of kill everything once it all catches up to you at the end, or feign death as a hunter, or vanish as a rogue. We're just going to go to the right here, just following the path over to the Bloodlord. It's crazy. I literally, the first time when I filmed my mount route video about a week or so ago, I got the Zulian Panther, and then, so that was cool that I got that filmed and my reaction. But then last night I was running this at like 1 in the morning. I was like, oh, let's just do a few more, and I got the Raptor. So I'm now done with this place. So we've just come over to here, and now there's all these boulders, and to be honest, I suck at doing them. I usually get knocked down like that. I suck at it. Sometimes I'll do it flawless and I'm like, oh, well, that's great. But most of the time I suck. But once you get like up to the top here, you're good. You can just run past that guy. There's literally been times where I've gotten knocked down like 6 times in a row, so don't feel bad if that happens. Or maybe I just suck. But here's our boss here, so we can just go ahead and kill him. And this is where you would have a chance at the Raptor mount, but I've already got it. And my inventory is full, of course. I'm going to feign death because can't be bothered. Let's get back on our mount. If you don't have like a way to escape combat, you would have to kill everything if you would like to mount up again, which definitely nice to mount up again because we've got a long way to go over to the High Priestess. If you kill that guy, he'll stop. Usually I do kill him, but I just didn't this time, but he'll stop throwing the boulders down if you do kill him. So we're just following the path here. But yeah, I can't believe that I am finally done with this place. I do still have kind of a few mounts that I still need to get. But I feel like I'm getting closer to almost being done with like Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor stuff. But at the same time, I still got a few. I still need the Ragnaros mount from Molten Core. I still need Death Charger's Reigns from Stratholm. I still need the Lifebinder's Handmaiden and Experiment 12B or whatever that dragon is called from Dragon Soul. And then I also need Midnight from Heroic or Mythic Karazhan. And then I think I'm done with Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. So yeah, this event has been fun. So now that we're over here, we're just gonna head on in. Again, just gonna ignore stuff. We're gonna go down to the basement in here. Hopefully, hopefully this mount doesn't drop for me again. It always sucks getting like a duplicate mount. It just feels bad. It's like I've already got it. So yeah, we're just make your way down to the basement here. It's kind of a maze in here, but you will find your way. And then just around here, and we find the High Priestess, and we can kill her for a chance at the Zulian Panther. It didn't drop for me, which is good, because it would suck because I have it, but I hope that it will drop for you guys. Doing a barrage, why not? And at this point, we are now literally done. So you can run this once per day per character, so we are now locked out. Also, actually, let me show you guys. If you press O for the social tab thing, or just above, you can't see it, but right above where right below where my webcam is, there's the little social tab thing, and you can go into this raid info thing, and it will show you all of your lockouts and stuff, which is just, you know, good to have and to know how long. You can see right here, Zul'Gurub will be resetting in 20 hours because it resets every day at the same time. So that's just kind of a good way to kind of keep track of what your lockouts are. And then for raids, it resets every Tuesday. So even though I was just running a lot of these last night, it's like they've only got like a day and 20 hours left to go. Anyways, as I'm just standing here in combat, I'm just going to go ahead and feign death. But that is pretty much it. I'm gonna make my pets also play dead. There we go, screw off. At this point, you could either, depending on what you're wanting to do, you could just hearth out at this point if you're done. I am actually probably just gonna run out and go back out because I, personally, what I want to do next is go over to Deadwind Pass to run the Mythic Karazhan, but at the same time, it could also just be faster. In fact, I might just do that. Or maybe it's not. No, it's probably not. I feel like I just don't want to run on my mount, but I could hearth back to Orgrimmar and then take the portal to Undercity and then go through to Stranglethorn again and then just like fly. Roughly probably the same time. Anyways, I think that that is everything for the ZG guide. And I also did just want to mention, I actually kind of meant to do this in the intro, but I figured it would be better to just get straight into the video. But I just wanted to talk about how on Friday I launched my Patreon, and I can't believe that it's finally here. I was building it for several weeks and thinking about it and just kind of brainstorming about the whole Patreon idea for several months and years kind of as well. You know what, while I'm here, since it's like if I don't do it in this video, I'll have to do it in another video, let me just kind of give you guys a quick little overview of my Patreon and just kind of explain the tiers in case you're interested, because I feel like it's pretty cool. So this is my Patreon. It is called Ladysurvival's Spooky Nerd Club, and here's all the tiers that I have, and I base them off of the World of Warcraft rarity colors because that's cool. I'll explain where the green uncommon color is in a second, but the first tier that I have is the $3 nerd tier, and this is the main tier where if you sign up for the $3 one, you get everything on my Patreon, and there's really no reason to do any of the higher tiers unless you just want to. Other than whatever one you pick, you get that color in my Discord. So if you choose this one, you get the blue rare color, and then if you do this one, you get the purple epic color, the orange, or the gold, or like light yellow gold. So that's the only difference in terms of like rewards that you get for the tiers, but in terms of like the Patreon feed and everything that you get in my Patreon, if you're in the $3 tier, you are in. I'm sure most of you understand what Patreon is for, but it's basically just to help support creators to keep doing more of what they do. So if you enjoy my videos that I make and if you find that they bring you value, supporting me helps me to keep going, and maybe one day I can even do it full time, which would be really, really cool because then I could make even more videos and help out more new WoW players. So if you believe in what I'm doing, that's kind of what Patreon is for. Yeah, and then let me go ahead and pull up my Discord as well so that I can kind of show you the colors and everything and how they look in Discord. So popping into my Ladysurvival Discord, as you can already see here in the chat, we've got a few different colors. If you're just like a regular member who hasn't signed up for Patreon and haven't done the thing to unlock the green thing, you are just white and called spooky because that fit the vibe. But then you can see I've got some people from the Patreon. We've got some blue colors in here because they're on the $3 tier. We've got some greens. I'm going to show you that real soon. And then somewhere in here we have got, wait, that's me. I have my own purple color, but we've got an epic nerd in here. And we also have one person, this is Illy Daddy in my Discord, and he got the artifact nerd, which is insane. So as you can see, it's just kind of like a thing so that it's like, whoa, like we got an epic nerd in here. We got like a rare nerd or legendary or artifact. It's just very cool, I think. And then what I have is to get the green one, which is like the uncommon color, but I have called it Fell Nerd, which is freaking dope. I have this channel called Pledge to Illidan, and what you have to do is submit a screenshot of you kneeling before Illidan into this Pledge to Illidan channel, and then I literally will give you the free Fell Nerd color in my Discord. So I just thought that it would be cool to have a way for anyone who can't afford. Actually, in fact, look, someone has submitted a screenshot and I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to go ahead to roles and give the Fell Nerd role. So basically this one is just a way for if there's anyone who can't afford to support on Patreon or just doesn't want to, but if you'd still like to have a color, a rarity color in my Discord, you can do that. So just kind of wanted to cover all of that just so that, you know, there's some context of what my Patreon is all about and just the fact that it's launched. And speaking of Patreon, one of the things that you get is that you're going to be in the end screen credits of my YouTube videos. So this is actually going to be the first video where I include that. I think that that is everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed the Zul'Gurub guide, and I will see you guys in the next one. And thank you so much to everyone who has already signed up for my Patreon. It means so much to me. Ladysurvival and everything that I am doing with it is just, oh, it's my dream. It's so cool. In fact, one last final thing before I go, while I'm kind of on the topic of like addressing all of this stuff. If you didn't know, I have another YouTube channel that is Ladysurvival, and this channel I made all the way back in 2012. Literally, look at this shit. This is where I started. This is where Ladysurvival started. And see how I've got 15.1k subscribers from all the way back in 2012. Well, check out what we just did. This is actually crazy. This was not here this morning. I was at 15k this morning, but now this channel, Ladysurvival WoW, that I just made 2 years ago in 2023, is now passing my old original channel. Like, that is so crazy that I have caught up and surpassed it, and it's just, oh God, it is so freaking cool to see. Anyways, I swear that I am done now, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!